Hello everybody and welcome to Sierra Rescue Farm. It's your friend Steve B, and I'm doing, as promised, a review of the Greenworks Pro electric string trimmer. So, would I buy this again? Yes. Would I recommend that other people buy it? Probably. Maybe by the end of this video it'll be 100% yes, but there's one test I still wanted to do that will completely invalidate the warranty, which is something I like to do with every product I buy. In this video, I'm going to show you it. I'm going to do some tests on varying levels of weeds. I'm going to keep moving up until it just stops working. I'm going to show you its features, which aren't many. I think you just push the button. I'm going to compare it to my gas trimmer. So stick around and let's take a look. So the official name of this thing is the Greenworks Pro 60 volt 16-inch brushless string trimmer with 2.5 battery. Oh, sorry, 2.5 amp hour battery and charger. I got this, of course, from Tractor Supply. It is currently on sale at Tractor Supply for $179.99, so 180 bucks for this guy. I think it's important at this point to point out I'm not sponsored for this video, so this is what oh shit, hold on, gotta have the glasses on, right? Continuity error. All right, take two. I am not sponsored for this video. Neither Greenworks nor Tractor Supply is sponsoring me, so this is just my honest review. Okay, let's talk about the battery. So here's the 60 volt battery. You just push this button, and it pops out. There it is, upside down, but there you go. I looked it up online. Supposedly, a 60 volt battery in a weed trimmer is equivalent to a 25cc engine. I don't know if I believe that. I did have the 25cc Badger string trimmer, which, you know, there's another review of. The power of the electric seems less than the power of the gas trimmer.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
But I think it could be psychological because it's so much lighter. It's so much quieter. Perhaps I just feel like it's not as strong. And so I'm going to try and do some tests. Another thing is I never actually used the gas trimmer as a trimmer. It came with all these other features. I used it as a pole saw. I used it as a circular saw to cut brush. Literally, I used every other thing except the string trimmer. So it's very difficult to compare, but I got an idea.
Bad idea. This is a bad idea.
I'm going to try to add the circular saw onto this electric saw, and then I'll be able to get a good comparison of how the two work. Now, the gas one came with a bunch of attachments. And again, I say the power doesn't seem like it's as much, but yet you can buy separately each of the pieces of equipment that the gas-powered one allowed you to switch out. For instance, you can buy a Greenworks pole saw. There's a Greenworks hedge trimmer. They're all different products, so you're gonna have to pay for them, but the battery works in all of them. It switches out like any electrical tool. Like if you have Snap-ons or Milwaukees or Makitas, you can use the batteries over and over again in each of them. And you can buy them. They sell them with a battery, and they sell them without a battery. And of course, they're quite a bit less, almost $50 less, it seems to me, without the battery. And you could buy backup batteries. Let's talk about charging it.
Alive! It's alive!
According to the manual and the website, that this battery will last for an hour. It seems to me like it's lasted a whole lot longer. Now, if you're gonna be using a weed whacker for more than an hour in the California sun, you'll probably end up dead. Now I'm on 15 acres, but it's about 14 acres of sand. But I spent what seemed to me like all day doing this, and the battery only went down 1 bar. Now, honestly, I was probably only out for 20, 30 minutes. But officially, it says 1 hour. It also says that it takes 2 hours or longer to charge. It seemed to me like I charged it from dead in about an hour. Now, I didn't time it. Maybe I will. What was that? So I didn't time it, but it seemed like it was about an hour to charge, and it lasts a very long time. Charging simple, you just drop it in the charger and it goes, and there's little indicator lights of when it's powered up. So another thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to load the line into it, because as you can see, it's currently out of line. It's pretty simple to do. Speaking of line, very first thing I did, absolutely want to do, is upgrade the line it comes with. So this is the largest diameter line that you can get for this string trimmer, which means it's going to cut a larger brush and grass, I imagine, I hope. So I got this commercial grade. All right, so let's see how to load it. It comes preloaded, by the way. You don't have to do anything. And that's one of the things I love about this, is you just pull it out of the box and it works. You don't have to mess with gasoline and choking and pulling anything. It just literally works, just like you would expect a product to do when you... Oh, shit. I don't need to move it. When you buy it. It works right out of the box.
What's in the box?
I don't like to do reviews of things until I've used them for a long time, but I really wanted to get this one out there. I have used it probably for several months now, but I like to use something for a year because you don't know how it's going to hold up. I'm excited I found this head cam, which I hope works, but it allows me to use both my hands now. The videos won't be as funny because I won't be dropping stuff as much, but you get to see what I'm doing if it all lines up right. Okay, replacing the string. This is what I do. I get the string and I pull out 3 lengths, meaning I just stretch it as far as my arms go. 1, 2, 3, and this thing's pretty cool. It's got a built-in bonus line cutter, but it's actually pretty helpful. There we go. Loading this thing up is actually really easy. If I'm gonna get really close to this thing, I hope you can see it. See, it says load. Hope you can see that. And then what you do is you can just take that little load green arrow and you push down and you can twist it till the load arrow lines up with the other green load arrow. See? Or roughly anyway lines up. Okay, now that's ready to load. Got to kind of push it down. You stick the line in. And then you just keep pushing it. And if you're lucky, there we go. It comes out the other side. See that? And then you just pull it through. And you want to get these 2 ends equal, or as equal as you can. Whoop, shit. Come on. Nope. Let's try a little bit more. All right, good. Close enough. You just take this thing, and it tells you it actually has a a deal on it here. Okay, but it tells you which way to wind it. And you just push down and then turn it. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's winding it up. Super easy to do. Just keep going.
Keep going.
I'm holding it with one hand down on the bottom, and then so it doesn't spin, because otherwise it would just spin. So I'm holding it with one hand, pushing it in, and turning it.
Eventually.
Get to the end. And then you just leave a little bit out. It's okay, because there's a thing that'll cut it off. See, there's a razor blade right there, and it'll cut it off for us. And the battery, by the way, has like little holes, and those holes just align with the pegs in there, so it's pretty easy to figure out. So lock it in, and then make sure you have your safety glasses on. And give it a go. And then what will happen is you see it cut the string off. And so now it's the right amount. All right, let's give it some testing. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is just go from the easiest up to the hardest until it no longer will cut. So the first thing I'm going to cut here is cheatgrass, which is all dried up. There's not much to it. Should easily cut through this. So it's super quiet. With the gas trimmer, I had to use ear protection. With this, I don't. Just eye protection. Another thing is it's light. It's 10 pounds. Gas trimmer was 30 pounds. So it's a big difference. All right, so let's step up and try and cut something that's a little bit bigger. So here's something. Okay, that was no problem. That was a little bit bigger, so you can see compared to my finger where that is, maybe. But also not a woody stem. This is just a grass stem, but oh, it's pretty tight. All right, so let's step up to something even harder. Got some woody stems over here. Yeah, no problem. So this is Indian tobacco. Yeah, no problem. Another one. Yeah, no issue. This is. Let's give it a go. Yeah, there we go, like a boss. So another thing is that the line length on this says it's 14 inches. On the gas trimmer it was 10 inches. So it actually has a longer length. And yeah, it's going through this stuff easy. Super easy. All right, let's find a bigger challenge. Oh, here we go. How about this guy? This is, all right, now this, well, I don't know if it's gonna make this. Let me see, let me get close to this so you guys can see it. So, and I'll pick it up and show it to you. This is, now we're getting to like a 1/4 inch woody stem here. Yep, can't do it. All right, we found the fail point. Here, wait, let me bump it. Make sure we're getting a full. Let's try again. Yeah, okay. We met its match. So this is probably, and I'm not surprised, I didn't think it would do it. Now it did cut it, by the way, but it kind of, if you saw there, it really, what it did was snagged it and ripped it out. It didn't actually cut it. Okay, so right there, that's about your limit. That's a pretty hefty size. Yeah, overall, man, it's great. It's really, and I could probably do this all day long. Now, I did notice that when the battery starts to get to the end, it starts not cutting as well. It does, I think, slow down. I tried to find what the RPMs of this was compared to the gas one.
An electromagnetic RPM controller.
But it doesn't, I don't know if they don't measure that. But I'm not really worried about the speed as much as the functionality and also the strength. When I put the blade on it, is it going to be able to cut through wood like the other one did? That's going to be the real test. Completely crazy with it. I do not expect it to to work at all in this. But here's some sage, which is a woody stem. And I do not recommend doing this. It's not what it's for, but let's just see how it handles it. Hey, that's it's sort of working, and it's sort of also just tearing it up, but well, wow, I'm kind of surprised. It's working a lot better than I thought. As I move down, I'm sure it's not going to do it though, because it gets thicker and woodier. Yeah, see, once you get down to the, yeah, it won't cut through that. But took the tops off. I guess you could use it as sort of a hedge trimmer of sorts. Totally not how you're supposed to use it, but got to let the chickens out. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on. You're okay. Hey guys. Hey little goose. Hey little goose. Hey little monkeys. Get up. Hey guys. Good morning. Here you go. Don't go in with the babies. Oh, you dummies. It's gonna work, because this is a very bad idea. But I'm gonna attempt to put this blade, which is a brush cutter blade, it's gonna work, because this is a very bad idea. But I'm gonna attempt to put this blade which is a brush cutter blade. It's actually made for this, but it's not for this tool, and it's for the gas powered one. I'm gonna attempt to attach this on here somehow and see if I can get it to work. Now I have the old attachment, so I'm gonna try and take this apart, put it on here, and then see if I can cut my leg off. So I removed the spool, which is something you can do. It's easy. There's just 2 tabs, and I got them out. And this is what we're left with. I think I could probably take this thing off, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna try and attach it directly into here. It looks like after taking it apart and trying to refit that circular blade of death onto the electric string trimmer, that it can be done. I went into town, I tried to find the part. What I need is pretty obscure, I guess. It's a left threaded bolt. So I had to find it online and order it, and it's gonna be about 2 weeks till it comes in. So I didn't want to delay in putting this up. So I'm going to put this up, and then we'll have a, what is it? A retrospect, a look back, a part 2, a conclusion. Yes, there'll be a dramatic conclusion to this epic destruction of yet another tool at Sierra Rescue Farm. So you're gonna have to wait 2 or 3 more weeks before you see me potentially slice my body in 2. In conclusion, yes, I would buy it again. Yes, I recommend it. I do think it's better than gas. I'm putting up a chart right now where I'm comparing the two. Electric is lighter. The electric is quieter. I don't have any problem with the run time. The gas one will run longer. The only thing that I don't know now is power. Again, I'm not sure about the power. I think maybe it's just as powerful, but I feel like it's not. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that question, but I'm gonna try. So another plus/minus to getting electric tools is when you buy one, you're locked into that one if you want to reuse the batteries, which you do want to do, right? You want to be able to swap the batteries out into different tools. So you got to really research and decide which way you're going with it. Like for my other tools, I love the Makita brand.
I got the Makita, carbide blade laser guide.
Quite honestly, I've never ever even tried. I'm such a loyalist to Makita, I've never actually compared them to anything else. I just have always loved those tools, and so I keep them. They last forever. You know how I am on tools, and they're the only ones that hold up to my abuse, and the batteries last forever. And they're more, but again, you get 4 or 5 different tools with it. The gas trimmer is more expensive, but at the end of the day, it never worked. It broke in 2 weeks and I never could get it working again. I had to fiddle around with it. You have to carry gas around and you spill the gas and you have to put oil in it and you have to put oil on the chain, and it's just a mess, and I hated it. And I think we're better off with electric power tools anyway. And me saying we're better off with the electric tools, I was not in any way threatened by the pro-zombie Gavin Newsom eco warriors. It's not like they're standing next to me with an electric powered machine gun to my head saying that I'm all for banning all banning all gas tools and replacing them with electric.
Move along.
Actually, I don't have any problem with the electric tools. I think it's pretty good. You know, I doubt the 25cc weed whackers is really what is the biggest contributor to greenhouse gas, but hey, if I'm doing my little part, makes me feel good. Okay, so we'll see if the Greenworks Pro tools are just as good, and I will report back, and if I get any more, I'll do a review on those. All right, until next time, bye-bye.